I've got some nice weather. It's been absolutely chucking it down for the vast majority of this holiday. It's been absolutely horrible. But you make what you make of you what you make. Andy Lunn 2023.
My name's Andy. I've recently went on a 10-day trip around Wales, Snowdonia and Anglesey in my camper van called Pepper. This is the first time I've been out in the van for such a long time, and I learned many things about the van life experience. In the following 10-part series, you can follow me and Pepper in the hills, the valleys and the peaks to see whether we enjoyed the experience.
Morning, welcome to Anglesey. I don't mind telling you, I slept absolutely brilliantly last night, completely quiet, out like a light. I had a random dream that I had a rifle and I had to go to jail or go somewhere, and when I came back they'd stripped it for parts and I went mental. What that means, I don't know. I refused to fight and I said I'd go to jail rather than go back on the front line unless I got my rifle back. Who knows? But anyway, because we're out in the middle of nowhere, it's a beautiful day today, we are going to be smidging up because I've been on antibiotics because I went on the canal. I'll make it short. Went on the canal, got bitten, got infected. Horrible, disgusting. So I'm very, very juicy when it comes to the bloodsuckers. I'm also going to be putting some factor 30 waterproof on today because chances are we might go paddleboarding, depending. But this morning, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Surf Shack or the Surf Cafe, which I don't know whether this is a famous cafe, but quite a few people have mentioned it. Oh, you want to go there for breakfast? They do a right good breakfast. And my friend Viv, the Welsh boyo, he recommended it as well. So you can't get better advice than a proper Welshman who knows what he's talking about. So welcome to Anglesey today. I know what I'm going to be doing, but you'll find out as we get going. Let's go sort Pepper out and let's get wheels on the road. Surf Cafe, here we come. 10 minutes, 5 miles. So far, Pepper has been absolutely brilliant. I have had zero, and I really do mean zero issues with anything. The only problem I had was that this went off at one point, my rear view camera, but it was just because it goes into the cigarette lighter and I wasn't aware of this. So this is literally a road of doom, as in if there's a car coming the other way, you're kind of at it, as you can see. So we'll give it a little bit, let Pepper wake up a bit. Surf Cafe it is, veggie breakfast, pot of tea, better be Yorkshire, better be Yorkshire, it better be Yorkshire. Right, well, believe it or not, the Surf Cafe, I actually stopped outside this yesterday, didn't even realise, as I went down to the beach to have a little look around. So there is the Surf Cafe on the left, so we'll go in. I'll bring you with me. I'm told they do an amazing breakfast here. We shall find out when we go in. I can see a few supboarders out at sea anyway, but I'm going to go ask them about the best times to go because I don't know about tidal waves and all that. I'm not a true surfer, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. It looks like we're in luck. I've just asked in the shop here, the surf shop, and we can go down to the little islands at the far end, but we mustn't go around the backside because there are some quite strong currents. So we'll get some brekkie and we will go, but while we're here, it'd be rude not to have a little look here in the surf shop. And you know me, whenever we come into a place like this, I always end up buying something, and I do want some flip-flops, but if you look at the prices, 45 quid, we probably won't. No, it's not an handbag, so I keep it in because like my keys, I lose everything. So anyway, so here we are, and I'm told by a famous Welshman that I know called Viv that the veggie surfer is cracking. 13 bar, it better be. And I've asked for a cup of Yorkshire tea, and she laughed. So I don't think it's going to be Yorkshire tea. Well, I'm not going to lie, I feel fuller than a bull's bum. Whether I should be going paddleboarding, I don't know. Welcome to Anglesey, welcome to Rossinger. I don't know, that's quite how you pronounce it. So I'm on the Bluefin Carbon, and we're going to be heading over to some islands over there, those islands, and we're going to have a little snoot around. There's a couple of other little paddleboarders out, so I feel safe today. Yeah, I'm right looking forward to this. Apart from the one time we've been out on the sea, this is kind of like more of an adventure. Anyway, Let's go. I'm going to call her Kate. If you follow the channel, you'll know why. Well, the first thing I can say is the sea is very, very clear. Wow. I'll try and get it in the right, with the sun in the right direction for you to have a look, but I can probably see down at least 12 foot, if not more. And it's clear water, and then all of a sudden there's a big dark patch. I would never swim in that, I hate it. No way. No way, Jose. I'm actually noticing it's not very deep in certain places. I have to be very careful here that I don't burst the paddleboard. As you can see there, look, that's probably what, a foot deep. I have to be careful here, but beautifully clear, absolutely beautifully clear. Big stingrays down there, it's not as big rocks. Quite beautiful. Well, very beautiful actually. You might be thinking, well, how can a rock just floating out in the middle of nowhere with seaweed and stuff be beautiful? Try supboarding and you'll find out. Let's go between these islands and see what's up here. I'll stand up and do some paddleboarding so I can see the bottom a little bit better. You can see the crosswind blowing me over. Time to head back in. The crosswind is actually quite savage. But obviously once you're sheltered near the island, it's brilliant. I've got some nice weather. It's been absolutely chucking it down for the vast majority of this holiday. It's been absolutely horrible. But you make what you make of you what you make. Andy Lunn 2023. As the jet fighters fly overhead. Right, let's get back to shore because I have got plans for a little bit of culture and a little bit of, if you know me, you probably know what kind of history that's going to be. It's going to be a castle, a church, a monastery, or well, you'll find out. Let's go, Kate. Let's go. End of the journey. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, that was great fun. I'll tell you what, having the van in a place like this, being able to just come up to the beach, literally right up to the beach, get all your stuff laid out, get ready, jump back in the van is absolutely brilliant. It feels like kind of surfer dude vibe, you know, with the van. Absolutely brilliant. That today is the reason why I got a van. Just fantastic. From looking at their tick boxes, a few things that I wanted to do or places that I wanted to visit, even places that were recommended to me, especially for subboarding, to do them in order. I actually wanted to go visit a castle today, but I think we're going to do that when we actually leave because it's almost at the point of leaving Anglesey, if that makes sense. We're going to head towards Port Diana. Well, actually, Port Diana Beach. And the lake over to my left is where we were going to go originally paddleboarding if the sea was too rough, but obviously we don't need to go there now. Wow, the weather today is absolutely glorious. I'm so happy because every other day has been pissing it down. The boots has no luck, as you know. Maybe today the gods are looking out for me. So I was actually looking for Port Diana, which is the next one, but this is the one that's next to it. I don't actually know what the name of this is, but wow, is it beautiful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Bergerac done on Anglesey? Or am I thinking of somewhere else? But yeah, wow, it's beautiful. Wait till you see little Port Diana next door. So eventually this will all be underwater, but what I really want to find while I'm here in Anglesey is I want to find some caves where you go in on the paddleboard and there is some crystal blue waters. I know it's here, it's just going to be a matter of finding it. Wow, this is amazing. You can actually see the layers of sediment that have been crushed over millions of years. Amazing. This is what they call lager and crisps in Wales. Here's to Pepper. There's nowhere for you to park and stay. You're not going to come here. A lot of us campers out there are considerate. We don't leave rubbish, we don't leave a mess, we don't play loud music, and we're really considerate of where we are and what we're doing. I think it's a real shame that a lot more councils, it's like this in the Lake District as well, which is a nightmare trying to get parking in a lot of places and staying overnight. If you're an arsehole and you throw rubbish out and you get your number plate, give it a 10 grand fine. Make the fines ridiculous. Rant over. But it's so frustrating that I've got no idea. I might have to go back where I went last night because that was perfect. Well, do you know what? It might not be the most picturesque town, but the harbour is awesome. So many boats here and so many dogs yapping. As much as I'm loving this and as much as I would love to go out paddleboarding today, it's obviously too windy. Do you know what? I'm getting that urge again for the forests and woodland and Snowdonia. I knew I would, but I wanted to come visit these places anyway. But do you know what? I know where I'm going to go next. You'll see.
These little houses, beautiful. Look at them, they're absolutely tiny. I can just about see where I'm wanting to go.
Andy's found some culture and history, even if it's Welsh. Even if it's Welsh. Yeah, we found a castle. Is it Beaumont? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Does it say there? It's Beaumaris Castle. She's run out of maps to give out, so I'm going to have to Google and try and get some little bit of a history of this. But many of you may know or may not know that I am a massive Richard III fan. I hate the Tudors. I absolutely hate the Tudors. It was them that decimated England's monasteries and churches so that Henry could go fight his war in France just because he wanted a bit of the other, and the Pope wouldn't annul the marriage. And it's all out there if you want to do it. Richard III was the last Plantagenet king, the real true king, and a real Englishman who was on that battlefield, one of the only kings who actually went on the battlefield. And he fought tooth and nail, he went into the fore, he fought like a proper Englishman, and of course the dirty Welsh backstabbing slaughtered him 12 on 1, and they smashed his head in, and we know all about that, about the body in the car park. But anyway, we forgive you, Welsh, it was a long time ago. But wow, I love my history. So as I'll show you a few little clips around here, I'll tell you a few little things that I can garner from YouTube. So this was the blacksmith's workshop. And I always find in places like this, do you not find it strange that these people had lives just like us, and as Morrissey once said, with loves and lives and passions just like mine? They were born and then they lived and then they died. It's weird. They had friends, they had fights, they had lovers, they had arguments, they had favourite food, drink. They're all just gone to time. I find it very strange. I get this thing with York. Oh, don't get me started on York. I believe I was born in York and I've lived in York in previous life. But anyway, yeah, get the straight jackets ready. Absolutely amazing. This video turned into a history video. I could just go on and on about how much I love history, castles and the medieval period. If you didn't know, my favourite game of all time is Kingdom Come Deliverance. You can just imagine by candlelight, it would have been so atmospheric. Thy kingdom comes, thy will be done, on heaven as it is on earth. The sermon according to Sir Boots. That's enough of this castle. I love all this history stuff, but let's go and have a look at the actual town for a little bit while we're here. Might as well make it a bit of an adventure, haven't we? We'll have a little look around, see what it's like. I'm in no rush to move on. I'm going to go up to Snowdonia, find somewhere to stay. I need to get into the mountains. It's all very well, this sand in your crack hole. It's no good for me. Seen it, done it. Time to move on. See you later from the castle. Oh, by the way, when I mentioned shut your face is a medieval term. It used to be when the knights were on guard. Shut your face, that's where it comes from. It means putting the front down on the helmet. So there you go, you've learned something. Anyway, Tony Robinson, let's move on. Enough of that. Killer place over on the left that we'll have a look at in a minute. There are so many camper vans and people parked out on the grass. They're absolutely fascinated. What's he talking about? What's that in his hands? The amount of people have come up to me and said, "What's that you've got in your hands there?" Have a guess. Have a guess. Otherwise, I'm just walking around talking to a stick. I won't put it past me. Snowdonia. I'm heading to a specific place, and as we get further up into Snowdonia, I shall tell you where that is. It's hard to put into context just how big that valley behind me is. It's absolutely huge. It's awe-inspiring. To end off the video, this is where I'm actually staying for the night. Here, right on the edge of this lake, and I think this is pronounced Lilian Gilliat. It's probably butchered it. But this is the place that a lot of paddleboarders come, and it's the kind of the Instagram place because it's just absolutely beautiful now. Obviously I've left it a bit late in the day, but what I think I might do is I might get up really early in the morning and see if I can go for a paddleboard at sunrise. We'll go over and have a look at that huge rock over there and just soak it in. It's quite a place to wake up. Unfortunately we're really quite close to the road, but there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, this is a beautiful lake, so I might see if I can inflate the paddleboard and leave it on the roof tonight. Hopefully it doesn't get pinched, and in the morning we'll just get up, get ready and go. Yeah, might do that. Big up ducky number 2. See you in the morning. Bye bye. What a great day.